the backpack. As some of you may know, I didn't start out with this backpack. I actually had a Hyperlight 2400 Southwest, and it was actually pretty great. I really like the fact that it was 100% waterproof. Not that it really rained a lot on the PCT, but that was always nice to have. Just two things that I really didn't like and I was looking to just kind of get out of were the hip belt. The hip belt itself would just kind of give me like hip bruising, which I got used to after a while. But more than that, it was the hip belt pockets. They were really annoying to get stuff in and out. They just were really small too, and I'm recording right now with a Sony point and shoot, and I kept my camera in one of the pockets, but it was really hard to get it in and out. But I actually wasn't planning on switching backpacks, but I was at Trail Days and I got a pretty good deal on this backpack from John Z himself. A deal I couldn't pass up, obviously. I basically got the pack and I started hiking with it, saying I was gonna try it out, but I ended up really liking it, so I just stuck with it. So the first thing you'll see is the front mesh pocket. This mesh is awesome. It's super stretchy and you can actually fit a lot of stuff in there. Two side pockets are great. You can actually fit 2 water bottles in one pocket, like 2 of the skinny water bottles. You have your shoulder strap mesh pockets, which are awesome. I was always really jealous of the people that had these in their backpacks. It just seems really convenient. And then the best part about it is the fancy bottom pocket in the bottom. It's really big. This fabric, it's just like kind of like legging fabric, and I really love it. Super stretchy. Yeah, you can just like put all your food in there throughout your hike and then just eat as you go, so you don't have to necessarily stop. And even if you do stop, it's still convenient because you don't have to dig inside your backpack. You can just like go right in there. So I'll start with the stuff on the outside first. Smart water bottle, 1 liter, and then a Gatorade small. Then water stuff here. And this is the SAWYER squeeze, and then a Platypus 1 liter to use to filter water and to collect water in. I think I want to switch to tablets because I'm just really lazy and I always hated filtering water. And like, you never know inside here, like there's probably mold in there. And also the O-ring would always fall out like so easily. I had to actually super glue it on there a few times throughout the trail, which worked great. And then I just put a Smart Water sport cap on here for back flushing purposes, and also because I lost the one that came with it. And then headlamp. Oh, I suck at this. This is the Black Diamond Iota, and it's a rechargeable one, so it doesn't have batteries, which I like because I didn't want to have to worry about having to buy batteries, or like I wouldn't know like when a battery was about to die. Doesn't have a red light though, so that's kind of annoying. I guess not for me, but for the people around me. I like it. Sticks are the MSR mini groundhogs. They're great. Actually, it's like an assortment of the mini groundhogs and the carbon core. I got the carbon cores for free at Trail Days because I won a like tossing contest. So yeah, I've had those and I tried them out. The carbon core, obviously they're super delicate and I'm super lazy sometimes, so like when I like pull them out of the dirt, one time I broke one because like I pulled it out not properly, like pulled it out at an angle, and you're not supposed to do that, so it broke. But the mini groundhogs are like bomb-proof, indestructible. I love those. Alright, so this is my tech stuff. I have the RAV Power 13,000 mAh. Let's just say I always had power. My phone was never dead. And, you know, you gotta have your Instagram stories, right? I got like 5.5 to like 6 full charges on my iPhone with this thing. It's pretty heavy, but it worked out. I don't think that I would need this in the future. I'd probably need just like a 10,000. Oh, and it's also got quick charge. So if you have the right wall plug charger that's quick charge capable, this thing can charge itself up pretty quickly, like in 5 hours or less, instead of like a whole day like they usually take. This USB cable charges this It charges my headlamp. It charges my camera. This is the USB cable for my iPhone. And then a wall plug. So yeah, I've just been using this for now because I lost the quick charge dual port charger. The quick charge phone that I was talking about for this, I lost that. I don't remember where. I like lose everything. So I've been using this, which defeats the purpose of having the quick charge, but I will get one eventually when I'm like not broke. And an extra SD card. I just carried that around. And this is my toiletry bag. You want to use Ziploc bags to like hold little things because they're cheap. They're actually pretty durable and they're kind of waterproof, even though this one has like a million holes on it. So in here I have my wallet. Yeah, I wear contacts on the trail, so contact case, contact solution, and yeah, not the most sanitary thing for your eyes, but okay. I just wanted to have contacts because what if I wanted to wear sunglasses on the trail when it was really sunny? You know, can't do that with glasses. So toothbrush and a toothpaste, and then we have a spoon, and this is just like a heavy-duty plastic spoon. I think it's called polycarbonate plastic. Scissors. I didn't really use that much, but I ditched my knife somewhere in the desert, so I figured I'd have something sharp to cut my avocados with, and it worked great. CUBEN fiber tape that came with my tent. This is just an old letter, a random old letter from a friend. Random bandages, some bobby pins, and tweezers. These are the Revlon Gold Edition because I love plucking my eyebrows in town. It's like therapeutic, you know? And it's also good for splinters. And I would get splinters like crazy. And then I just have a little thing of lavender essential oil because it smells so nice. Alright, so this is my pot to cook things on the trail. And this is a SNOWPEAK 600 milliliters from Japan. So it cooks one whole ramen in here perfectly. And the SNOWPEAK Light Mac, tiny and collapsible, and like it even opens out like that if you have a big pot. A lighter, it's like a mini big lighter, and I've had that all the way since camping. So usually I put all this stuff in here, and then I put like one of those little tiny fuel canisters on the top, and it will hold everything in there. And next you have my puffy, and this is a MONTBELL UL THERMAWRAP. I really like it because it's super lightweight. It's got a hoodie. I ditched my beanie somewhere in Washington, so I want it to stay warm. With this, the material is not like your typical nylon-y material that a lot of puffies have, like a plastic bag kind of thing. It's more like soft to the touch. I don't know what it's called. I mean, it's polyester, I'm sure, but it's 100% nylon, but it doesn't feel like nylon. So it's great, and it compresses pretty well, it repels water pretty well, and it breathes very well. So these are some pants, Patagonia HOUDINI. I like them for warmth and wind. They're not waterproof, but they're water repellent. They dry really quickly though. The best thing about them is these buttons here, and clip them really quickly so you can take them off like really easily. See? Yeah, and they weigh like 3 ounces, so I like that. Next you've got Patagonia Storm Racer. I really love this color, and it was only available in a men's, so I got the men's small, and it actually fits pretty good because it's already like a slim fit style. It was pretty good on me, and pretty long in the bottom, so like it covers your butt. It doesn't have hand pockets, but it's got a chest pocket. Not a lot of bells and whistles to it actually, so it saves weight that way. And again, the fabric, that's my favorite part. Just like the MONTBELL puffy, it's like a nice soft to the touch type fabric, not like a plastic bag, nylon-y type here. And it's 100% waterproof. I would say it was like 95% waterproof actually, which is pretty good. And then in here I just keep like my extra pair of socks. This is actually a liner, and then this is like my hiking sock. It's a darn tough running sock because I like them better than hiking socks. They're just softer and stretchier. And then I would wear liners underneath them to prevent blisters. I started doing that in the desert, and just out of habit I continued to do it. It wasn't necessary. I just keep them in here, and this thing turns into a pillow at night. It's just like a super thin, lightweight stuff sack. Alright, and then here is my tent, and this is a ZPACKS SOLPLEX, which is a CUBEN fiber, non-freestanding, one-person tent. And it's got like the bathtub and the bug net, everything. It's very light. I bought it because I wanted to use my trekking poles instead of having to buy tent poles. You can pitch it with trekking poles. And yeah, it was very durable. It only collapsed once. There was like a 62 mile per hour wind gust, so obviously the tent collapsed, and it wasn't really pitched that well that night. It was like my third day on the trail, so I wasn't like that experienced with it. I don't blame the tent. It was everything else. It held up pretty good throughout the rest of the trail. Very expensive though, but worth it, I think. Alright, so we're almost there. This is my sleeping bag, and it's a Light Equipment Enigma quilt. I got the 0 degree because, yeah, I just didn't want to be cold. This worked great, but a lot of the times it was overkill. And it's a 900 fill down, so it compresses really well because the backpack is tiny as well. Yeah, I really liked it. The quality's great. Again, kind of expensive, but you'll have this forever, so why not invest in good stuff, right? And then it's got clips, so you can like attach it to itself if you want it more tight, or it comes with sleeping pad straps as well, so you can attach these things to the sleeping pad strap, and then it stays put with your sleeping pad. Really warm, probably not necessary for the PCT, but it was nice to have on those colder days. We're almost there. This is my sleeping pad, and it's the NEOAIR XTHERM. I didn't like this thing at all. I wanted to love it, but I didn't. And that's because it kept deflating on me, and I always patched up the holes. I gave up eventually. It was like Washington, and it's still deflating, and I'm like, I'm not going to be patching holes. Like, I don't have time for that. It would just deflate, always. Even the nozzle came off at one point in Oregon, so when I got to trail days, I gave it to the THERMAREST people there that had a booth so that they can fix it, and they gave me a new one, but yeah, I don't like it. And it's heavy. Not necessary for the PCT because it's basically a winter pad. I have this like phobia of being cold, hence the 0 degree sleeping bag, so that's why I bought it. But I learned to not be afraid of the cold. Next time I will bring a foam pad. Also, I hate blowing up things. It's my least favorite part of the whole day, believe it or not, is blowing this thing up. I mean, it's a good sleeping pad. I think I just got like a bad one. I don't know. But yeah, and then this is what I use to line the inside of my backpack. The backpack is not waterproof. This is waterproof material, but the seams are not waterproofed, so water can leak in there. So you just line it with a trash bag, and I just use like a tall kitchen one. I've never used like a heavy-duty contractor or compactor bag or anything. First of all, they're too big, and they're unnecessary. If anything, carry 2 of these. One to line it and then one inside, just in case like this. I don't know. That's just me, that's what I do. Alright, and then in the front, I would usually have my camera here and my phone in the other one. I'd usually have the sunglasses on me, like on my head, and then my music stuff on me as well, and then my chapstick on me, on my shirt pocket. So yeah, that's it. Hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions about any of the stuff here, just leave them in the comments and I'll answer them. Yeah, thanks for watching. I think this